You do not have to spend $40,000 to get a car that's reliable, comfortable, and genuinely easy to live with after 50. In fact, some of the best cars for seniors right now are the ones most people walk right past on the lot. Today I'm giving you the complete list with real numbers, real reasons, and the honest truth about what makes a budget car actually worth buying at this stage of life. Here's what most people get wrong about budget cars. They assume that spending less means accepting less comfort, less safety, less reliability. That was true 20 years ago. It is not true today. The entry-level and mid-range vehicles on this list come standard with features that were luxury options a decade ago. The question is knowing which ones to look at and which ones to skip. And that's exactly what we're covering today. Let's start with the number that matters before anything else on this list. Number 1. Toyota Corolla, the most proven budget car on the road. Here's a scenario you've probably seen. A neighbor, a friend, a family member drives a Corolla for 12, 15, even 200,000 miles with nothing but oil changes and tires. You've seen it your whole life. There's a reason for that, and it's not luck. The Toyota Corolla's reliability record across decades of production is genuinely unmatched in the compact sedan category. The current generation runs a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing 169 horsepower and 151 foot-pounds of torque. That is not exciting on paper. On the road, it means smooth, predictable acceleration that never surprises you, never lunges in traffic, and never demands your full attention just to manage the throttle. The continuously variable transmission, which is an automatic that has no fixed gear steps, keeps the engine in its most efficient range at all times, which contributes to a real-world fuel economy of approximately 32 miles per gallon in the city and 41 miles per gallon, that's miles per gallon, on the highway. Those numbers mean something specific over time. At 32 miles per gallon city, a driver covering 10,000 miles per year in urban driving spends roughly 312 gallons on fuel annually. Compare that to a vehicle averaging 22 miles per gallon, which is the US average for non-hybrid cars, and you're saving over 150 gallons per year. At current fuel prices, that's $200 or more back in your pocket every single year, year after year. Toyota Safety Sense comes standard on every Corolla trim. That means automatic emergency braking, lane departure alert, adaptive cruise control, and automatic high beams, all included in the base price. The base price of a new Corolla LE starts under $23,000, making it one of the most complete packages at its price point in any market. The step in height on the Corolla is approximately 18 to 20 inches. On the lower end, which means entry and exit is easier than a sports car, but requires more of a controlled descent than a crossover. If knee mobility is not a significant issue, most people manage it comfortably. If it is, the Corolla Cross, which is the raised crossover version on the same platform, sits about 2 inches higher and costs only a few thousand more. But here's what most car owners don't realize. The Corolla's interior, while modest, is laid out with physical controls for its most used functions. The climate system has real knobs. The volume has a real dial. You are not hunting through submenus to defrost your windshield. That simplicity is not a budget compromise. It is genuinely better for safe driving than a touchscreen-only interface. Number 2. Honda Civic, the one that feels more expensive than it is. The Honda Civic has been refined so many times over so many generations that the current version feels like a vehicle that costs considerably more than it does. And for over 50 buyers on a budget, that gap between price and quality is exactly where the value lives. The Civic's interior build quality, the way the surfaces feel, the way the controls operate, the way the doors close, is genuinely above its price class. The 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder in the Sport and EX trims produces 180 horsepower and 177 foot-pounds of torque. The power delivery through the continuously variable transmission is smooth and responsive without being aggressive. Fuel economy comes in around 31 miles per gallon city and 40 miles per gallon highway on the standard configuration. Honda Sensing, Honda's suite of driver assistance technology, is standard across all Civic trims. Adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, road departure mitigation, and lane keeping assist come on the base model. You are not paying extra for safety. It's built in. Here's the part most people miss. The Civic's front seats offer more adjustability than most competitors in its price range. The driver's seat has height adjustment, recline adjustment, and lumbar support on EX trims and above. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes. It moves toward you and away from you, which means you can place your hands at the correct position without reaching or hunching. That combination of adjustable seat and adjustable wheel means most drivers can find a genuinely neutral posture, which is the foundation of comfortable long-distance driving. But here's where it gets interesting. The Civic hatchback version adds practicality that the sedan doesn't offer: a larger cargo area, a lower load floor, and rear seats that fold flat. For someone who regularly carries cargo, does light hauling, or needs to transport mobility equipment, the hatchback version delivers wagon utility at sedan pricing. That flexibility has real value at this stage of life when your needs change from month to month. Number 3. Subaru Impreza, all-wheel drive at a budget price. Here's the problem that catches people by surprise. You buy a budget front-wheel drive sedan. Everything is fine from April through October. Then the first serious winter storm arrives, the roads haven't been fully plowed, and you're white-knuckling it to the grocery store in a car that is sliding around on 2 driven wheels. That anxiety is preventable, and the Subaru Impreza is how you prevent it at a budget price point. The Impreza is the only vehicle in its price class that comes standard with all-wheel drive on every single trim. Not optional, not a package upgrade, standard. The base price of a new Impreza starts around $23,000, making it directly competitive with front-wheel drive alternatives. But it gives you traction confidence that those alternatives simply cannot match. The 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine produces 182 horsepower and 178 foot-pounds of torque. The Lineartronic continuously variable transmission is smooth, particularly in everyday low-speed driving. Fuel economy runs approximately 28 miles per gallon city and 37 miles per gallon highway, slightly lower than the Corolla and Civic because the all-wheel drive system does consume some energy, but entirely reasonable for what you're getting in return. Subaru's EyeSight driver assistance system comes standard on most Impreza trims and includes adaptive cruise control, automatic pre-collision braking, and lane centering. The Impreza's visibility is notably good. A relatively upright windshield, decently sized rear window, and low beltline give you a clear view around the car that many modern vehicles have sacrificed for style. Most car owners don't realize this, but Subaru's reliability record has strengthened considerably in recent model years. Historical concerns about gasket issues in older engines have been addressed in the current generation. The current Impreza platform is well proven and represents a genuinely dependable choice for long-term ownership. Number 4. Kia Soul, the one built for easy living. The Kia Soul is the vehicle on this list that gets the entry and exit problem most right, and it does it at a price that makes real sense for budget-conscious buyers. The Soul's boxy shape, the thing that makes it look different from everything else on the road, is not just styling, it is function. That tall, upright body means a step in height of approximately 23 to 24 inches, which sits right in the ergonomic sweet spot. The doors open wide. The roofline is tall enough that you don't duck when entering. The seats sit at a height that lets you lower yourself in and stand up naturally without fighting gravity or your own joints. The interior seating position is upright rather than reclined, which, as we've covered, is significantly better for lower back health over long drives. The rear seat headroom is exceptional, meaning taller passengers sit comfortably without pressing their head against the ceiling. The cargo area is larger than it looks from outside, and the rear seats fold to create a genuinely useful flat floor. The Soul's 2.0-liter 4-cylinder produces 147 horsepower and 132 foot-pounds of torque, paired with a continuously variable transmission. It is not fast. It is smooth, predictable, and entirely adequate for all real-world driving situations. Fuel economy runs approximately 29 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway. But here's what makes the Soul stand out in this category. The infotainment interface on current Soul trims is one of the most intuitive in its class. Large icons, logical menu structure, and, critically, physical shortcut buttons alongside the touchscreen mean you are not fumbling through digital menus while driving. Volume is a knob. Temperature adjustment is a button you can find without looking. These sound like small things. They are not small things. If you want more honest, practical car advice built for people over 50, subscribe right now. We put out exactly this kind of information every week, and it will save you real money. Number 5. Toyota Corolla Cross, the budget crossover that gets it right. Here's a real scenario. You love the Corolla's reliability. You love the price. But your knees have gotten to the point where the sedan's lower step in height is becoming a daily annoyance. The Corolla Cross is the exact solution to that exact problem, and it costs only a few $1,000s more than the sedan. The Corolla Cross uses the same proven powertrain family as the standard Corolla, but places it in a small crossover body that sits higher, a step in height of approximately 22 to 23 inches. That slight elevation over the sedan version makes a meaningful difference in daily entry and exit comfort, without pushing you into full SUV territory where the height becomes a different kind of problem. The 2.0-liter four-cylinder produces 169 horsepower, and the available hybrid version, the Corolla Cross Hybrid, pairs that engine with an electric motor to deliver combined system output and real-world fuel economy approaching 40 miles per gallon in mixed driving. For a small crossover, that fuel economy number is exceptional. Toyota Safety Sense comes standard, all-wheel drive is available, and the interior follows Toyota's sensible, driver-focused layout with physical controls where they matter most. Cargo space behind the rear seats gives you 25 cubic feet of room. That's cubic feet, which covers groceries, luggage, and everyday hauling without requiring the size and fuel consumption of a midsize SUV. The Corolla Cross has a shorter ownership history than the Corolla sedan, but it shares proven components with one of the most reliable vehicle families in automotive history. The reliability track record that applies to the Corolla engine and transmission applies here. You are getting proven mechanical DNA in a body that works better for everyday over 50 life. Number 6. Hyundai Elantra, the value leader, with features that punch above its price. This is the one that surprises people most when they sit in it. The Hyundai Elantra has been so thoroughly developed in its current generation that the interior feels, and in many ways functions, like a vehicle costing significantly more. The price starts around $21,000 for the base SE trim, which makes it one of the most affordable new vehicles on this list. The 2.0-liter four-cylinder in the standard Elantra produces 147 horsepower and 132 foot-pounds of torque. Fuel economy reaches 33 miles per gallon city and 43 miles per gallon highway, among the best non-hybrid numbers in the compact class. The 6-speed automatic transmission is conventional rather than a continuously variable transmission, which some drivers prefer because it shifts with a more familiar, distinct feel. Hyundai SmartSense safety technology comes standard on most Elantra trims and includes forward collision avoidance, lane keeping assist, driver attention warning, and blind spot collision warning. The blind spot warning in particular, a feature that alerts you when a vehicle is in your adjacent lane, is practically valuable for over 50 drivers, as peripheral vision and the ability to check blind spots quickly can diminish with age. But here's where it gets genuinely interesting. The Elantra hybrid version achieves 53 miles per gallon city and 56 miles per gallon highway. Those numbers are not mistyped. That is the best fuel economy of any non-plug-in hybrid compact car currently on sale. At 10,000 miles of city driving per year, the Elantra hybrid uses roughly 188 gallons of fuel. The average non-hybrid compact uses around 300 gallons. That difference, sustained over 7 years of ownership, adds up to thousands of dollars in fuel savings, which, at a budget buyer's income level, is significant money. The step in height on the Elantra is approximately 19 to 20 inches, sedan territory, which means the entry caveat applies. But for anyone without significant knee restriction, it's manageable, and the value equation at this price point is hard to argue with. Number 7. The Peak Pick, Honda HR-V, the budget crossover that does everything right. This is the one I want you to remember most, because it represents the best complete package at a budget price point for over 50 buyers, and most people shopping in this category don't give it enough attention. The Honda HR-V is a subcompact crossover. It starts under $24,000. And it delivers a combination of features that, 5 years ago, you would have needed to spend $35,000 to find all in one vehicle. The step in height sits at approximately 22 to 23 inches, right in the ideal ergonomic range. The doors open wide. The seating position is upright and commanding without being so high that you're climbing in. Getting in and out is natural and controlled, which matters every single day. The 2.0-liter four-cylinder produces 158 horsepower and 138 foot-pounds of torque. The continuously variable transmission is smooth in everyday driving. Fuel economy runs approximately 28 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon highway. These are not class-leading numbers, but they are entirely reasonable, And the HR-V has no fuel economy liability that requires attention or management. Honda Sensing comes standard across all HR-V trims. Adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, road departure mitigation, and lane keeping assist are built into every vehicle at every price point. You are not paying a premium for safety. It is the baseline. But here's what makes the HR-V the peak pick on this list. The rear seat uses what Honda calls a magic seat system. The rear seat cushion flips up, creating a tall, open cargo space behind the front seats that can accommodate items nearly 4 feet tall. A rolled-up rug, a small appliance, a piece of furniture from a thrift store. Alternatively, the seat folds flat, conventionally for wide cargo. This versatility is built into the vehicle's design at the subcompact price point, not as an add-on. The HR-V's cargo space behind the rear seats measures approximately 25 cubic feet in normal configuration and over 55 cubic feet with seats folded. That is a meaningful amount of practical space in a vehicle that parks like a compact car and costs like one. Here is the piece most buyers miss. The HR-V's visibility is genuinely good. A tall glass house, a low belt line, and decently positioned mirrors give you a clear picture of what's around you in traffic and parking situations. For over 50 drivers for whom visibility and parking confidence matter, this is not a small detail. The Honda reliability record on the HR-V platform is strong. Ownership costs are low, routine maintenance is straightforward, parts are widely available, and the dealer network for Honda service is extensive across the country. You are not buying into an ownership experience that requires specialty knowledge or premium service pricing. The bottom line: a budget car for someone over 50 is not a compromise. It is a smart allocation of resources. Every vehicle on this list costs under $25,000 new, and several can be found as certified pre-owned vehicles for considerably less, while delivering the reliability, comfort, safety technology, and ease of use that your daily life actually requires. The Toyota Corolla for proven, unmatched long-term reliability. The Honda Civic for build quality that feels above its price. The Subaru Impreza for all-wheel drive confidence at a competitive price. The Kia Soul for the best entry and exit experience in the budget category. The Toyota Corolla Cross for crossover ergonomics with Corolla reliability. The Hyundai Elantra Hybrid for fuel economy numbers that change the math on total ownership cost. And the Honda HR-V for the most complete daily use package at a subcompact price point. None of these cars will make you feel like you compromised. All of them will make you feel like you made a smart decision. And 5 years from now, you'll still be thinking that. Now, here's my question for you. What is your current budget for your next car? And what's the one feature you absolutely will not give up? Drop it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else in this community figure out exactly what to look for. And if this gave you real, useful information, the kind the dealership doesn't volunteer, subscribe. Every week we cover exactly this for drivers over 50. See you in the next one.